Hey y'all, let's make a drink. So today I'm gonna make this apple cider mimosa. I had a birthday a few weeks ago and we went to a restaurant here in town for my birthday. I had a friend take me out and this beverage was on a mimosa holiday flight that they had. And so I came home and looked at the ingredients that they had put in there and kind of came up with my own version. So what we're gonna do first, this is what it's gonna look like. It's a very festive drink and has lots of spices and just good stuff in it. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our holiday ice. I'm gonna be using these Texas molds. One thing you wanna make sure of when you do this, I messed up last year and I accidentally made my ice too big. So just make sure whatever you decide to use, that you make sure that your ice is gonna fit in whatever drink glass that you choose. So I'm gonna go in with some cranberries. I'm also going to slice up a little bit of orange and put orange in there. And then I have rosemary from my garden. So we're just gonna go in. You can get fresh rosemary at the grocery store. It's usually in the fresh produce section. If you can't find that, you can always go to the garden center and buy just a little rosemary plant. They'll usually have one in there. So we're just gonna fill these up with a couple little things, and we're gonna put some orange slices in here, and then I will show you how the ice comes out. So we're gonna slice our orange in half, and then in half again. We want this section to show. And these are kind of small as far as ice molds go. So you have to chop your orange up on the smaller side. It's really almost just one segment for these ones that I'm gonna use. They almost don't fit in the Christmas trees. You can see this is a smaller mold, so I think actually this time I'm probably gonna just leave those out. I am gonna squeeze some orange juice in each one of these, and the good thing about making these fun ice cubes is that they don't water down your drink. So that is the nice part too. So when your ice is melting, it's just putting more juice, more juice in your drink. So we're just gonna use one orange for this set of ice. And then for this time, I got this apple cider and spice, but I have also been using this Honeycrisp apple cider, and it's just a plain one. So either one will work. We're just gonna fill these up. And then I'll show you what they look like because I already made some in advance. Last year for these, I did a mixed drink. We'll probably make that one too. And that one had cranberry, rosemary, and then the ice was made, that was a cocktail. And I want to say, I have to look up what I used. I think for that one, I think I ended up doing ginger beer, or something along those lines. So, okay, so these are gonna go in the freezer, and when they come out, what you can do if you wanna make them in advance is you can lay them flat like this in a Ziploc bag. That way they're ready for your party. So let me show you what we're gonna do. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our glass and we're gonna rim it in honey. And you have to be careful not to get it too thick because then it kind of runs down the side. And then this is gonna be a cinnamon sugar rim on top of the honey. And I did get my other one a little too clumpy, but it's okay. So now that we have our glass rimmed, we're going to use, here's our little Christmas tree, our little Texas, and we'll do one more Christmas tree. You can see the orange slices were really big in those. So we'll save the rest of these for later. I'm gonna put a Honeycrisp apple slice, a cinnamon stick. I prefer to buy these, look in your grocery store in the bulk bin section. They're much cheaper than if you buy them in the seasoning aisle. So just an FYI, HEB right now will sell these in bulk bin baggies. I think it's like $2 or $3 depending on the weight for a whole little bag of these. So much cheaper. So head over to the bulk bin section. So now that we have our drink ice and everything made, we're gonna take our apple cider. We're just gonna put a little bit. Don't forget that ice also has apple cider in it, so you don't wanna overdo. And then our alcohol for this is gonna be a Prosecco. You can use any brand that you like. You can use Brut for this too. It's gonna be a little more dry, not quite as sweet. And then we're just gonna top this with our Prosecco. Super pretty, super tasty. I've really been enjoying this drink. We had these on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna plan to make these for Christmas, and then we're just gonna have a Friday night cheers with these tonight. Y'all have a happy holiday.